TN Trucker Guy, thank you. He just sent this to me. GLAAD taking action against Adam Carolla's anti-LGBT remarks. Adam Carolla, blah, blah, blah. He apologized, blah, blah, blah. GLAAD responded, Adam Carolla has a history of making anti-LGBT and racist statements, said Herndon Graddick, Senior Director of Programs at GLAAD. Networks and advertisers should remember that attacking people who are different from him and following it with empty apologies is just a regular part of Carolla's routine. GLAAD will be reaching out to its allies in the entertainment world to let them know about Adam Carolla's history of racist and homophobic remarks following an incident last week. The problem Adam Carolla is doing is he's doing it in a podcast. Well, no, I guess you can't even do it on a comedy stage anymore. I was going to use that excuse. I mean, these fucks don't understand humor.
The only thing is you have to fucking, like, Jersey Shore is a great example of what happens when you do not listen to fucking special interests.
Right.
Basically, MTV told the Italian groups to go fuck themselves and had 9 million people watching on MTV a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Do not listen to any of these special interest shitheads. But the problem is none of us who are not in special interest groups fight back. You know what I mean? It's like they are the ones who mobilize, but other people do not mobilize. Maybe now that with social networking, people will a little bit more.
We've never been allowed to fight back. We've been told what to do by our employers every single fucking time. We're told, shut your mouth, don't say anything, we'll handle this. We have our press and this publicist will do this and say this. And meanwhile, the best people that are most qualified to fucking quell the problem is us. Because we would say, hey, this is what we are, this is what we do, and be honest about it.
Oh, good.
Instead of some bullshit fucking apology and statement that we never fucking would have thought up ourselves or written.
So they quote Adam saying LGBT, yuck, that whole thing we just played, right? And then they say this. Carolla at one point asked, when did we start giving a shit about these people? And this person writes, wow, what a great joke. It is a great joke. It is a great joke.
Don't worry about it.
You go through your life and realize, when I was growing up, and I'm just stating facts, you would look at those people like it's a freak show, but now all of a sudden it's not a freak show anymore.
Transgender people?
You used to pay 50 cents at a fucking circus to see shit like that.
Yeah, transgender.
So when he says, when did we start giving a shit about these people? Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Like, wait, what?
The language was a little too raw for you? But the truth of the matter is, when did we start giving a shit about the people, caring about them, giving them the rights that they deserve? When, shit like that. You can interpret it any way you like.
No, I'm not, but I'm not talking about just gays in general.
Yeah, I know.
This is the fringe of the gay community, right?
Or fringe of any part of society. Yeah, the fringe, the people that, like Jimmy said, the guy with the toupee, you make fun of him, a fucking toupee organization. What if I decided I wanted to fucking frost my hair? I'd be laughed at because it just looks silly. But if some, younger guy decides to highlight his hair, he looks great. You know what? How about a gay guy dresses in a dress? He looks like a fucking idiot. But some can dress in a dress and look great.
You bet
Whatever.
they can.
But how about growing up? The guy would always dress as the girl for Halloween or what have you. And it was always, look how silly and ridiculous he looks.
Yeah.
And that's all we know.
Right.
So that's so when Adam Carolla says something like that, whoa, when did we that used to be the goof.
Yeah.
You're dressing like a woman, you silly goose.
But they cannot see anything else but hate speech.
Their argument would be for that. Here's what their argument would be. If they were in the room, I knew. Here's what they'd say. Well, you're right, but people aren't being beaten up and killed for wearing toupees. People aren't being targeted for violence. People with toupees are allowed to get married. They would have all these arguments.
What the fuck else is it? Somebody with a bad toupee gets punched in the face probably every day.
But none of that, or they should. But none of that has any bearing on why you can't make fun of something. Even though they're technically right. Like, yeah, you're right. People aren't being killed for bad. but that doesn't explain why you can't make fun of something.
Right.
Or, because there is not a correlation between goofing on something and then fucking tying up Matthew Shepard, murdering him.
Right.
There's not a connection there. And they say, well, it creates an environment. I'm so fucking tired of the creates or fosters an environment argument. It's nonsense.
It doesn't.
This article goes on and on, but they're not happy. So now they're going to attempt to hold Adam Carolla hostage. You watch.
And by the way,
just like they did with Tracy fucking Morgan.
That is a good joke. Because
it's
again,
a great joke.
You take any joke out of context with no inflection.
I know.
He was saying, when do we start giving a shit about these people? It's a sarcastic, shitty way of saying something that's obviously sarcastic and shitty. He's not just saying it's a statement of fact.
Too bad, but it was humor.
Right.
Too bad. Too fucking bad is what you should be saying to these people. It's humor. It's a fucking joke.
Why don't these motherfuckers just stop listening to anything, watching anything?
They don't listen to
accepting
shit.
letters about people that watch. Yeah, I know they don't.
They got their people out there that are constantly recording and sending in little clips here and there. They don't listen to any of this stuff. All right, why don't we break?